Your entire life can change in an instant. It doesn't take years of struggle. It doesn't take waiting for the perfect moment. And it certainly doesn't require permission from anyone else. All it takes is one decision, one moment where you draw a line in the sand and say, no more. This is the moment I take control of my life. Most people live in hesitation. They think about what they want. They dream about it. They talk about it, but they never fully decide. And that's the difference between those who succeed and those who don't. It's not intelligence, it's not talent, it's the ability to make a decision and follow through with absolute certainty, because when you truly decide, everything changes. There is no more hesitation, no more excuses, no more waiting for the right time. The time is now. Think about a time in your life when you made a real decision, not just something you wished for, but something you fully committed to. Maybe you decided to change your career, end a toxic relationship, start a new habit, or push yourself beyond your limits. In that moment, you probably felt something powerful, a shift in energy, a sense of certainty, an unstoppable drive. That's what happens when you decide with absolute conviction. You create a new reality and your actions follow naturally. Most people never get to experience this because they let fear, doubt, and uncertainty hold them back. They say, what if I fail? What if it's too hard? What if I make the wrong choice? But the truth is, the only wrong choice is not making one at all. Indecision is the enemy of progress. When you stay stuck in the middle, you stay stuck in life. But when you decide, when you say, this is it, I'm moving forward no matter what, you create momentum. Momentum is everything. It's the reason why people who take massive action seem unstoppable. They don't waste time questioning whether they're ready. They don't analyze every possible outcome before making a move. They decide, they commit, and they figure things out along the way. That's how success happens. That's how breakthroughs are made. The greatest leaders, the most successful entrepreneurs, the highest achievers all share one thing in common. They make fast, powerful decisions. They don't let fear control them. They don't get stuck in what ifs. They trust themselves enough to act, knowing that even if they make mistakes, they can course correct. Because progress is better than perfection. Taking action, even imperfect action, is better than standing still. Now you might be thinking, but what if I make the wrong decision? Here's the truth. There is no wrong decision. The only failure is inaction. Any decision you make will give you feedback. If it moves you forward, great. If it doesn't, you adjust and try again. But when you don't decide, you stay exactly where you are, and that's the real failure. The most powerful people in the world are not those who always get it right. They are the ones who decide quickly, take action, and learn from their experiences. They know that success is not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about creating the moment. And that's what you must do. Right now, in this very moment, you have the power to make a decision that will shift the entire course of your life. It could be a decision to change your mindset, to commit to your goals, to break free from old patterns that have held you back. It could be a decision to finally take that first step you've been putting off for too long. Whatever it is, don't wait. The longer you hesitate, the harder it becomes. The more you think, the more doubt creeps in. But when you act with certainty, you build confidence. You reinforce the belief that you are in control of your destiny. So what's the decision you need to make today? What's the one thing that if you fully committed to it would change everything? Don't just think about it. Decide. And once you decide, take action immediately. Do something right now that reinforces your commitment. Because the longer you wait, the more resistance builds. And the more resistance builds, the harder it is to break free. Success isn't reserved for the lucky or the talented. It belongs to those who decide they will not settle for anything less than the life they are capable of living. It belongs to those who take ownership of their future and refuse to be controlled by fear. One decision, one moment of certainty, that's all it takes to set your life on a new path. And the best part, that moment is in your hands right now. The biggest difference between those who achieve extraordinary success and those who remain stuck is not intelligence, talent, or luck. It is the ability to take massive action immediately after making a decision. A decision alone is powerful, but without action, it is meaningless. You can decide that you want a better life, a stronger body, a thriving business, or deeper relationships. But if you don't act, nothing will change. Action is the bridge between your decision and your reality. It is the force that turns ideas into results. Most people hesitate. They wait for the perfect conditions, for the right timing, for the fear to disappear. But the truth is, there is no perfect moment. There is only now. If you wait, you will always find a reason to delay. Your mind will create excuses. I'm not ready yet. I need more information. What if I fail? And with every moment of hesitation, your momentum fades and your confidence weakens. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to start. Successful people operate differently. The moment they make a decision, they take immediate action. They don't wait for motivation. They don't wait for clarity. They move forward with whatever resources they have, knowing that action creates momentum and momentum creates results. This is the key. The faster you act, the more power you gain. The more power you gain, the more unstoppable you become. Think about a time when you achieved something significant. Maybe you started a fitness routine, launched a business, or pursued a dream. What made it happen? It wasn't just the decision, it was the action you took immediately afterward. The first workout, the first phone call, the first investment. The moment you moved from thinking to doing, everything shifted. That is the moment most people never reach because they get trapped in analysis paralysis. They think about all the possibilities, all the risks, all the obstacles, and they never take the first step. But action eliminates doubt. The most successful entrepreneurs, athletes, and leaders know that success is built on imperfect action. They don't have all the answers when they start, but they trust that they will figure it out along the way. This is why they win. They are willing to take the leap while others hesitate. They understand that clarity comes from movement, not from overthinking. When you take action, even if it's small, you gain feedback. You see what works, what doesn't, and you adjust. This is how growth happens. Fear is the biggest reason people don't take action. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of making the wrong choice. But what most people don't realize is that the pain of inaction is far greater than the pain of failure. When you don't act, you stay stuck in the same patterns, the same struggles, the same frustration, and over time, regret sets in. You look back and wonder, what if I had started? Where would I be now? That is the real failure. The pain of trying and failing is temporary, but the pain of never trying lasts forever. The best way to break through fear is to act before you feel ready, because the truth is you will never feel 100% ready. The mind will always try to keep you in your comfort zone. But the moment you push past hesitation and take action, fear loses its power. You realize that the thing you were afraid of wasn't as big as you made it out to be. You gain confidence, and confidence fuels more action. This is the cycle of success. Massive action is not about waiting for the perfect strategy. It is about doing whatever you can right now with what you have. You don't need to know the whole path, just the next step. When you take that step, the next one reveals itself. This is how every great achievement is built, one action at a time. One of the greatest secrets of success is speed of implementation. The faster you move from decision to action, the more momentum you build. People who succeed at the highest level don't wait for motivation to strike. They create it through action. The moment they decide on something, they take a step forward. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be something. And that small step turns into another and another until they have built unstoppable momentum. Right now, in this moment, there is something in your life that you have been waiting to take action on. Maybe it's a goal, a habit, a dream, or an idea you've been sitting on for too long. What would happen if you took action today? Not tomorrow, not next week, right now, even if it's something small. The act of doing something immediately will shift your entire mindset. It will tell your brain, I am in control. I am not waiting. I am moving forward. And when you do that consistently, success becomes inevitable. So what is your next move? Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't let fear or overthinking hold you back. Take action right now and let that action create the momentum that will change your life. Most people believe that success is about having the perfect plan, the right opportunities, or a stroke of luck. But in reality, success is built on momentum. Once you make a decision and take massive action, the next critical step is maintaining that momentum. Because momentum is what separates those who start and stop from those who push through and achieve extraordinary results. Without it, even the best intentions fade. Think about a time when you were fully engaged in something. Maybe it was a fitness routine, a new business, or a personal goal. At first, you were excited. You had energy, motivation, and a clear vision of where you wanted to go. But then something happened. Maybe an obstacle appeared. Maybe results didn't come as fast as you wanted. Maybe doubts started creeping in. And before you knew it, the momentum slowed and stopping felt easier than pushing forward. This is the point where most people quit. They mistake temporary setbacks for permanent failure. They think that if something isn't happening instantly, it's not meant to be. But the truth is, success is a game of persistence, and momentum is the force that keeps you moving forward no matter what. Momentum is powerful because it eliminates resistance. The hardest part of any journey is the beginning. It takes the most energy to push a car from a standstill, but once it starts rolling, it moves effortlessly. The same is true in life. When you are stuck, everything feels difficult. Every task seems overwhelming. Every decision feels uncertain. But when you build momentum, things start to flow. You take action without overthinking. You push forward without hesitation. And that is when you see real progress. The biggest mistake people make is slowing down when they start seeing results. They achieve a little success, and instead of doubling down, they relax. They think, I've got this, and they ease off the gas. That is the moment momentum dies, because the second you stop pushing forward, you start moving backward. There is no standing still in life. You are either growing or declining. That's why the most successful people in the world never stop. They keep pushing, learning, evolving. They don't wait for motivation. They create it through constant movement. One of the most powerful ways to maintain momentum is by setting clear targets and tracking your progress. What gets measured gets improved. If you are working toward a goal, but you are not keeping track of your actions and results, you lose direction. You stop seeing how far you've come, and doubt starts creeping in. But when you track your progress, even the smallest wins fuel your motivation. You realize that you are moving forward, and that pushes you to keep going. Another key to sustaining momentum is surrounding yourself with the right people. Energy is contagious. If you spend time with people who complain, make excuses, and live in fear, that energy will pull you down. But if you surround yourself with people who take action, who think big, who push themselves to grow, you will absorb that energy. You will be inspired to do more, to be more, to push beyond your limits. Environment shapes behavior, and if you want to maintain momentum, you must put yourself in an environment that fuels your growth. Momentum also requires discipline. There will be days when you don't feel like taking action, days when you are tired, frustrated, or filled with doubt. But discipline is doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. The people who succeed at the highest level are not the ones who always feel motivated. They are the ones who take action regardless of how they feel. They understand that emotions are temporary, but habits create results. And once you make action a habit, it becomes automatic. You don't have to think about pushing forward. You just do it. One of the fastest ways to kill momentum is by focusing on perfection instead of progress. Many people hesitate because they want everything to be perfect before they take the next step. They wait for the perfect plan, the perfect conditions, the perfect moment. But perfection is an illusion. It doesn't exist. The most successful people in the world are not perfect. They are relentless. They take imperfect action, learn from their mistakes, and keep moving forward. The goal is not to be flawless. The goal is to keep improving. When you commit to building and maintaining momentum, success becomes inevitable. You no longer rely on motivation or inspiration. You create your own energy through action. You stop waiting for the right time and start making the most of every moment. You stop second-guessing yourself and start trusting that progress comes from movement. Right now, in this moment, you have a choice. You can let hesitation, doubt, and excuses hold you back, or you can decide to build momentum. You can commit to taking consistent action no matter what. And if you do that, if you refuse to slow down, if you keep pushing forward even when it's hard, you will achieve more than you ever thought possible, because momentum is the force that turns effort into results. And once you have it, nothing can stop you. The final and most crucial step in transforming your life through one powerful decision is committing to long-term consistency. It's not about making a choice once and hoping for results. It's about reinforcing that choice every single day through your habits, mindset, and actions. The difference between people who achieve extraordinary success and those who struggle isn't intelligence, resources, or luck. It's the ability to stay committed even when motivation fades and challenges arise. Most people start strong, they make a decision to change, take action, and build momentum, but then life happens. Obstacles appear, distractions pull them in different directions, and old habits start creeping back in. This is where most people give up, not because they don't want success, but because they don't have a system in place to stay consistent. But if you want real lasting change, you have to turn your decision into a way of life. You have to make it part of who you are, not just something you do when it's convenient. The key to consistency is creating powerful rituals. Every successful person has daily habits that reinforce their decisions and keep them on track. They don't leave their success to chance. They design their days with intention, whether it's starting the morning with a mindset routine, dedicating focused time to their goals, or consistently reviewing their progress. They build systems that ensure they stay aligned with their vision. Because motivation is temporary, but habits create results. One of the biggest reasons people lose consistency is because they rely too much on willpower. They think, I just need to try harder. But willpower is a limited resource. It fades throughout the day. That's why the most successful people don't rely on discipline alone. They structure their environment for success. They remove distractions, create reminders, and make it easier to follow through than to quit. If you want to stay consistent, you need to eliminate anything that pulls you away from your goal and surround yourself with triggers that keep you focused. Another important aspect of consistency is learning how to handle setbacks, because no matter how committed you are, challenges will come. You will have days when you feel exhausted, overwhelmed, or discouraged. You will make mistakes. You will experience failures. But what separates those who succeed from those who don't is how they respond to setbacks. Most people let one bad day turn into a bad week, a bad month, and eventually they quit. But high achievers understand that setbacks are part of the journey. They don't see failure as a reason to stop. They see it as feedback. They adjust, learn, and keep moving forward. A great way to stay consistent is to create accountability. When you have someone who holds you to your commitments, you are far more likely to follow through. It could be a mentor, a coach, a friend, or even a community of like-minded people. When you surround yourself with others who are on the same path, their energy pushes you forward. You become part of something bigger than yourself, and that makes it easier to stay on track. It's also crucial to constantly remind yourself of why you started. When you made the decision to change your life, you had a vision of something greater. But as time goes on, it's easy to lose sight of that vision, especially when obstacles appear. That's why you need to reconnect with your purpose every day. Write it down, speak it out loud, visualize your success. When you keep your goal at the forefront of your mind, it fuels your commitment and gives you the strength to keep going. Most importantly, consistency is about making progress, not perfection. Many people sabotage themselves by thinking they have to do everything perfectly, and the moment they slip up, they feel like they've failed. But success isn't about never making mistakes. It's about getting back on track quickly when you do. It's about making small, consistent improvements over time. If you stay committed to growth, even if it's just 1% better every day, the results will compound, and over time, you will achieve incredible things. At the end of the day, the life you want is built on the choices you make every day. It's not one big leap that changes everything. It's the daily commitment to becoming the person you need to be. Right now, you have a decision to make. Will you let distractions, doubts, and excuses pull you away from your dreams, or will you commit to long-term consistency? Because if you choose consistency, if you choose to stay on this path no matter what, nothing can stop you. Your success is inevitable.